Good morning, everybody. We're starting episode 27 here on the little Hodgepodge Lodge. And today I think I'm going to be building some doors for the front box, the storage box on the front where the electrical panel is and where the water comes in. So I'm going to put two doors on that, and I come up with some ideas for that. And let's get with it. I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, here's the storage box on the front where the hitch is, and that houses the electrical panel and the water system in there. And I need to build a door for this that looks good. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do at first. I thought I was going to use some 1x6s and just build like a little barn style door, crossbuck type style. And I'll show you what I ended up doing. Sorry the light's not real good back here. I just have it set up there in place right now. I put a crossbar across it the same height as the trim on the house. And I just got to put some hinges on it and a little latch right here. And what I used was the panels out of the windows. And I used some leftover pine that I had for the, it was the panels that I cut out of the siding right here to put these windows in. I'll show you one over here that I've already got started, my second door. So I measured the opening and I cut it 1/4 of an inch smaller, and I cut these boards to outline it. And so basically what you have is just a piece of siding there with these boards on top of it, and I'll come in through the underside here and screw it so you can't see it. There won't be any fasteners or nail marks in it. Then I'll go ahead and two-tone paint this just like the other one. And I'm just using some little short 1-inch screws to go through that. So they go most of the way through and just right to maybe within 1/8 inch of the popping through. So what I've done here is I've clamped all the wood in place. Then I'll roll it over and sit it on these boards so the clamps will have room. And then I'll start just screwing it along the back and get it painted up, and I'll be installing this one real soon. Okay, so I screwed the back on, screwed all this wood on the front, all this trim to the backboard, and using a backing board like this will keep the door from sagging. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to do it with the 1x6s, even though it would have probably looked pretty nice. But I went ahead, got these screwed on there, and I've got them sealed up so water can't get behind it. There won't be any intrusion behind that. And since this is pine, I don't want it wet on the backside. And I'll coat it really good with some green paint. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lay it on its back like this. And I'm going to paint the heck out of the back and all these edges. I'll give it a couple coats. I'll let that dry, then I'll roll it over. Do the after that, I will do the inserts in there in the light green, and then I will do the outside boards here, a couple coats, the trim in the dark green. So I'm going to get back at it here. I'm just gooing some paint on the back side of this door, just getting it on as thick as I can. I want this be as protected as I possibly get it. I thought I was done painting there for a while. Then I remembered I had to do these two doors. Yeah, I'm not being too sparing with it, that's for sure. I'm just, nice warm afternoon, one of the very few that we've had here lately. I mean, for being August, we haven't even had a summer hardly. I think I've had about maybe 7 sunny days. I'm going to let this dry up. I'll roll it over. I'm going to paint that light color on the inside and then finish my work. I painted all the edges really good too, just saturated them. So I'll roll it over here next and get the light color put on the inserts. Well, it's the next day and there's all the blue sky I'm going to get today, I think. Look at this. I can't believe August is looking like this. This is August 13th. And we're not getting any summer. I got the doors finished. I went ahead and I ran a planer down the edge of this one. And the little door, I planed both sides. Just took a little bit off and got them nice and straight. And I went and got my hinges, so I'm going to mount these today. And been working on the inside of the box, the front box. Found some old plywood, half sheet. I'll show you what I've been doing. I moved things around a little bit in here. I'm getting ready for another big yard sale. I cleaned out that area right there and I moved everything back here, and tomorrow I'm going to open the doors and we're going to have a nice little yard sale out here. Hopefully I'll make a couple bucks and proceed on from there. Here, let me get that light on there. Yeah, so basically what I've done is I've put one board in right here, one piece of plywood. I'm going to section another piece in up here. I want to do this back wall here around the electrical box. Then I have to do this wall right here, and it'll all be plywooded inside, so that'll keep me away from all these nails that came through from the shingles. I could have used a shorter nail, but that's what I had and I didn't want to go buy any more, so I use up what I've got. But they're far enough in that when I put a board on here, you won't be able to see them and they won't be in the way. And I was going to insulate this, but I decided not to. I don't have any insulating material, so I decided just not to insulate that little box on the front. Hope I don't regret that later on, but around here you don't need it. Okay. What do you think, guys? The door looks pretty good, I think. Kind of falls along with the scheme of things. I really didn't want to put a cross buck on there because it wouldn't have matched anything else that was going on. When I put this door in, I trimmed it just where it was within a 1/4 of an inch of the opening, and then I had to trim it a little more because it was just too tight. Then I used shims. I just stuck them in the sides here, and I gapped it out like that until I had the door centered where I wanted it, had it up off the ground. And so now we got a little bit of a creak to it, but I like it. I'm going to put a real simple latch on here, probably just a hook or something. I really don't want to go in and buy expensive latches. I went and looked when I bought these hinges. A pack of these hinges are almost $5. It's just ridiculous. They should be like 89 cents or $1.29, something like that. But Home Depot's got their pricing way up there, and it's ridiculous. But I'm going to have to go buy another pack so I can put one here. And here's the other door. Let me get in the shade here. There's the other door. And this one opens Oops. Same Robert Braden Creek that is. How come everything I build has a creek or some weirdness to it? Everything turned out real good on this door. The gaps are pretty even except for the trim board goes high on this side. The inside board doesn't, but I just didn't nail it down good. I wasn't careful enough. Always something, huh? Yeah. So now I'm going to finish off in here and get these inside walls done, that back wall. Started this one. Yeah, get that nice and safe inside, get rid of all those nails. And so there we have it. My two outside storage doors. I took the bus out, fired it up. It's starting a little hard right now. I don't know why. Maybe the battery's getting weak or something. The batteries are fairly new when I got it, but it's been sitting a lot. I'm talking about the starting batteries. But it sure runs good. Once it fires up, it just runs beautifully. Okay, I'm going to finish up inside that box. Then I think I'm going to go ahead and put the skylight in up there on the roof. Put the bubble on. And after that, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the doorknob on the front door. I bought something here. I bought the hole saw for it. I had every size. I had 2 2¼ I had 2 3/8, I had 2 1/2. But you think I'd have a 2 1/8? Nope, I had to go buy one. So there's $15 sitting right there. I'm telling you, the price of things are just going up and up and up. It's crazy. Okay guys, I'm trying to get these doorknobs put in. I've cut the bottom one. They required a 1-inch hole here. This thing's only 1 3/8 wide. That was a little tight. And these are the 2 1/4 inch holes that I had to buy the hole saw for right there. 2 1/8 inch, I mean. Yeah, so now I've got to be careful and get this end one in here so I can install the striker bolt. This one's the doorknob bolt. There's the there's the deadbolt. Well, it's around here someplace. I'll locate it. But anyway, I'm going to get back at this. It's a little tedious. I need all my hands, so I'm going to have to just get this drilled and be back with you. Alright guys, I've got the door handle and the lock in. I know the lock's on the bottom. I don't need a comment on that. I did that on purpose. I wanted it to be near the stronger part of the door. A little extra security. It's also got some 3-inch screws in it. And I put the knob up high. I hear that the Europeans do that sometimes, like in France. Got the door knobs kind of high. But let's just test there. There we go. I think it looks pretty good. Well, my friends, I think I'm going to end the video here. I haven't done much on it in the last good week or so since I last did any filming here. And I'm setting up for a garage sale right now, so I'm going to be busy for a little bit. So I'm going to end this video here, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming along. Bye-bye.